What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business people? It's me yet again with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. I just got up. I had a long night last night. But either way, as you can see by the title of the video, should you buy NVIDIA stock? That's what I want to talk about on this video, and not just the stock market today. NVIDIA stock did raise a little bit on Friday, which is great. It overtook Apple for a short period of time as the world's largest company, getting up to $3.53 trillion. But then at market closing on Friday, it closed at, I think, 3.452. Don't quote me on anything. But yeah, but it did overtake Apple for a smidgen amount of time as the world largest company. But let me put out this disclaimer before I say anything else. I am not a financial advisor. All content provided on this channel and videos is for entertainment purposes only and reflects my personal opinion. Please do your own research and talk with a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. So, back to NVIDIA. Okay, so I'm going to read this article that I found very interesting that can give you guys more information as to why I am buying NVIDIA and will continue to dollar cost average into the stock market and the buying of NVIDIA stock. So let's get into it. Okay, the moment many tech investors have been waiting for is just around the corner. NVIDIA stock already has soared 190% this year. NVIDIA plans on launching its potentially game-changing Blackwell architecture in the weeks to come. Blackwell includes the most powerful chip ever, along with 5 other major innovations, and investors have been closely watching the development and launch machine. Meanwhile, even as it plans this big launch, demand for NVIDIA's current architecture, Hopper, has continued to soar, and the tech giant has delivered excellent earnings results with profit and revenue climbing in the triple digits quarter after quarter. The stock has soared 190% so far this year, but valuation actually remains reasonable considering the company's leadership in the market and long-term prospects. So that means the price of this stock is still low, and it has a lot of room to go. So, NVIDIA looks like a buy. But should you buy it before or after the Blackwell launch? Let's find out. Okay, so let's get into a little history about the company for those of you that do not know much about NVIDIA. Okay, NVIDIA built a solid position as a seller of graphic processing units, GPUs, in the gaming market. But it soon became clear that these powerful chips, with the ability to process multiple tasks simultaneously, could be useful in many other industries too. The company developed the CUDA parallel platform, a parallel computing platform, to make this happen. And as the artificial intelligence boom accelerated, NVIDIA began generating more and more sales from AI customers. That's a good thing. Today, though video game revenue is still growing, NVIDIA generates the lion's share of growth and revenue from its data center businesses, the unit that includes its AI products and services. Wow. Now, let's consider the introduction of Blackwell. NVIDIA says it aims to ramp up Blackwell production in the 4th quarter. Now, the 4th quarter for NVIDIA is actually next year. We're in the is it next year? Yeah, around next year, because we're in the third quarter right now. The third quarter results comes out in November. Google it. Right, but either way, it says they plan to ramp up their production of their Blackwell in the fourth quarter and even generate several billions of dollars of Blackwell revenue during the period. Demand has surpassed supply. That means more people are wanting these chips more than they have in supply. So they're making big dollars off of these chips. I think maybe $30,000 to $50,000 per chip. And big companies, hyper scaling companies like Meta, Amazon, Microsoft, they're buying these chips, right? Okay. At the same time, as mentioned, customers continue to order Harper. Harper are the older chips. They're ordering that too. NVIDIA says all of the systems work together. Smart. And the company develops new algorithms on a regular basis to improve its already existing products. And I believe it's because of the CUDA software that they have, the platform that CUDA operates off of. It allows NVIDIA old chips like Harper, the new chip that's coming online, Blackwell, and then they also have in 2026 another chip coming out called, I believe, Rubin. They will all be able to work together. So if a company has older chips, they do not have to purchase the new ones in order to keep their systems operating, which I believe is genius by NVIDIA. They pretty much have this market on lock. And I've said in previous videos that NVIDIA controls about 80% of the AI market. And the AI architecture and the creations that's coming online, they're calling it the fourth industrial revolution. Okay, so so this means if you already are working, like I just said, with NVIDIA, you don't have to worry about your current systems becoming obsolete just because new products and services are launching. Smart. All of this keeps demand growing for current and future products. NVIDIA's earnings strength has helped the stock to climb 2,800% over the past 5 years. And today, the stock trades for 50 times forward earning estimates. This isn't ridiculously expensive considering NVIDIA's leadership in the high growth field of AI and its focus on innovations. Now, what I've done, like to me, this is major, right? What I've done, I've talked to just regular people, and I brought up NVIDIA and they had no idea as to what I was talking about. So of course, you know, if you're not investing into the stock market, if you're not paying attention to things that are coming online, it makes sense for people not to be aware or know anything about this product. And that is a good thing and a bad thing, you know, because there's a lot of money being made from the stock market, from companies like NVIDIA, Broadcom, Meta, Microsoft, Amazon, so on and so forth, and people are not investing into these paper assets. That's why I do these videos in hopes to catch people's attention to get them to start investing. Lower your debt to income ratio. Stop purchasing these depreciating assets and investing in products like NVIDIA, the S&P 500, so on and so forth, where you can make money in your sleep. Yeah. So the article also says a double-digit growth forecast. Now I put out a video about how the Bank of America is calling for NVIDIA to actually go up to $190 a share. It's currently at $141 a share, but they're thinking $190. Not saying that this can happen, because if you go do your research on Thursday after Tesla gave its earnings report, the stock went up $45 in one day. And if I'm not mistaken, it closed Friday 8% $8 more higher. So in 2 days, it closed, 50 something dollars. NVIDIA is currently at 41. So if NVIDIA, when it gives its earnings report on November 19th or 20th, somewhere in there, next month, can the same thing happen to NVIDIA? That is huge. That can be a 20, 30% increase either way. Yeah. So let me get back to the article. So should you buy NVIDIA today or after the Blackwell launch? As mentioned earlier, NVIDIA's earnings have climbed in the triple digits in recent times. But the company is forecasting double-digit growth for the third quarter. The third quarter report is going to be given on November 20th, 2024, next month. So before looking at this as a slowdown, it's important to note that quarterly comparisons are getting tougher and tougher for NVIDIA because quarterly revenue as of last year reached extremely high levels. So double-digit growth from those levels would be fantastic. It's been giving great results for the last few years. So if it continues to give another good report or a double-digit report, like the article said, that would be fantastic. And if NVIDIA meets or beats expectations and offers more positive commentary about Blackwell launch, the stock could climb. That said, considering the stock's gains this year and in recent years, even fantastic news may not result in explosive share performance overnight. Yeah, because I will say the last time that NVIDIA gave its earnings report, it exceeded expectations and the stock went down. But because the stock has been holding around the $140 range, and during the last time that it gave its earnings report, the stock went as low as $90 to $92 in the month of August, and that hasn't happened since that day. And I don't think, just my opinion, I don't think that it will happen again because times are changing, because the U.S. is about to vote for its next president. So we're entering into a new time. Yeah, that's how I see it. That's how I personally see it, based on me looking and reading articles every day about the stock market. I just see things changing. Okay, so we might see waves of increases here and there during the Blackwell launch, or even a bit later. Investors may wait to hear about the sales levels in the fourth quarter report, and that will be next year. All of this means it won't matter much if you buy NVIDIA before or after the Blackwell launch. And this is especially true if you hold onto the stock for long term, and that's what I am doing. I'm holding on the stock for long term because we haven't even, it's like we're at the very elementary stage of this AI boom. Like right now, companies are buying this technology to create for the future, and there's no telling what that is going to look like, but technology is driving the future. So I am investing into this thing for the long term. So near-term movement won't make much of a mark on your 5 or 10-year returns. So you can go ahead and buy NVIDIA now or wait until after the Blackwell launch. And thanks to the company's great prospects, in either case, you may score a win over the long haul. Yeah, but the key thing, like Warren Buffett says, there's no way to time the market. Just be in it every day. Just dollar cost average into the stock market, and do not wait for a specific time. Because again, you can't time it. No one can time the market. Like I've said in previous videos, and damn near every day that I do post a video, You know, the S&P 500 has brought back over 10% over the last 100 years, 10% returns. You know, you're not getting that in your bank. So if you're investing into the S&P 500, like I do, I have an ETF called SPLG. SPLG, let me see. As of right now, right, SPLG, let's say year to date returns for SPLG, and it's only going for $68. SPLG, S&P 500, the 500 largest companies in the United States, which includes NVIDIA, it includes Apple, Meta, I think Planeteer got added, 500 largest companies. Year-to-date returns, 21.84%. Year-to-date, 21.84%. So if you had placed, $10,000 into this ETF this year, up until this point, October 25th of 2024, multiply your 10,000 times your 21.84%. And then also you have to keep in mind that some of the companies within the S&P 500 pays dividends. And these dividends, when they're paid out, you will also receive monies based on the number of stocks that you own. So, this is an asset that pays you while you're sleeping. Like, because I'm in a different time zone, when I wake up every morning, because it's Saturday, it's 2 p.m. Saturday here. So literally when I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, the stock market is about to close. It has like maybe an hour before it closes. So when I wake up and everything is green, I made money in my sleep. So yeah, SPLG, 21% year to date. It has let's round up, $47 billion in assets. Then I also have FTEC, my information technology ETF, that has about 296 information technology companies within it. Year to date, 24.68% return year to date. And the year is not over, right? So yeah, NVIDIA, like I stated, like the article stated, 190% returns. Yeah, so should you buy NVIDIA stock? Yes. The answer is yes. Is it a risk? Yes. Do not invest into anything, or do not invest money you cannot afford to lose. That's why you dollar cost average into the stock market. You lower your debt to income ratio. You have your emergency plan set aside. So buy the stock, people. Buy the stock, buy the stock. And again, I am not a financial advisor. The views expressed on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research and talk with the financial advisor before making any investment decisions. All right, so you guys take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.